Hi, I'm Lou Anella, the director of the Botanic Garden at Oklahoma State University. And we're out at our mum plots, and I'd like to speak to you today about the production we do of these mums. This is one of the largest fundraisers that the Botanic Garden has. We have a sale in September. This year it'll be September 27th, and then Garden Fest will be September 28th. And we produce the mums that we sell at that sale ourselves. And so we thought we'd speak to you about how that's done. So the first thing that happens is that we purchase these plugs. And so this is how the mums come to us. And by a plug, we mean just a rooted cutting. And so we buy these rooted cuttings and buy them by the thousands, and then we pot them up. And what's really fun is that we get all of our volunteers to help us with this project. So the volunteers and the students all get together. And this year we planted about 2,400 mums, and we did that in an hour and a half. So it really is a day that everybody looks forward to. We have a lot of fun doing it, and we get it done really, really quickly. So that's great. So we've been growing these for almost a month now, and you can see the difference in the size and how well they've done. So to get them to this size, we do quite a few things, and one of those things is to drip irrigate them. So the entire system, all 2,400 mums, are on drip irrigation. So we have these little stakes, they go into the pots, and once or twice a day, we set the irrigation controller to come on and drip irrigate these pots. We can't leave the irrigation controller on automatic. We have to kind of manage it manually, because if the pots get too wet, then they can get fungal diseases and the plants will start to dry. And then of course, if they get too dry, they can wilt and die as well. So we're out here 2 or 3 times a day checking these mums, trying to decide whether or not they need to be watered. And we very often do that by lifting the pots and seeing how heavy they are. We have a fertilizer injector, and so we can also fertilize these plants. Each time that the pots get watered, they get just a little bit of fertilizer, and that's controlled by our fertilizer injector. If we do have problems with a fungus or the root rot, we can put a fungicide in with the fertilizer and try to get rid of that fungus problem as well. So those are some of the production issues. And we just keep watching these guys, making sure that they're growing on a nice projection. And then in September, when they start to form small buds, flower buds, this year we're going to put a net over them to try to hold the plants together. Sometimes mums get too big and they break apart, you know, when you try to plant them or even try to just bring them home. So this year we're going to try putting a net over the top so that we can grow nice, beautiful, large mums, but without them breaking apart. So we're excited about that. So really, Mother Nature takes care of the rest. We just monitor it a couple times a day, make sure the water's appropriate, make sure the fertilizer is appropriate. Sometimes we turn the fertilizer off to give them a rest, make sure there aren't fungal diseases. The only other really big problem we have are caterpillars. And so we spray them with BT, which is an organic insecticide, and that takes care of the caterpillars very, very well. But you can see they're doing beautifully. They really have nice shape already. In the old days, we used to have to trim them. You'd have to trim mums to cut the flower buds off so that you'd get a nice rounded plant blooming in the fall. We don't have to do that anymore. The genetics of the mums have been changed so that all the small young flower buds abort, and then only the flower buds for the fall stay. So that's a huge labor saver. So we hope you'll come out to the Botanic Garden in the fall, September 27th, September 28th. We'll have all these guys for sale, plus a couple truckloads of pumpkins, and we hope to see you then.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.